Well, good morning. So I just thought of this video real quick to show you one of the reasons that we feed our Hay-Rite alfalfa cubes to the horses, besides the fact that they are premium alfalfa, the quality's the same, consistency. They're made at one location, so they're just a really nice, high quality feed. But we're actually leaving to go to a show this weekend, and I'm taking two horses to compete on. So I did the math, and we feed each horse 8 pounds of cubes at each feeding. And so then when I did the math for being gone for the weekend for two horses, I literally need to bring 2 bags of cubes. So this is all that I had to load in the trailer, 2 50-pound bags of cubes. And then I've got my supplements right next to it. And so my supplements of choice for my horses, first you'll see that gallon with the 1 ounce measurement on it, dispenser, and that is Wild Gold Omega oil. And so that's a very, very nice oil. These horses are performance horses. I want to take care of them, give them their omega-3, 6s, and 9s, some vitamin E so they can perform at the top of their game. And then I also have our Mega Mag pellets in this bag right here, mixed with some salt, so our horses get their Mega Mag from MVP. We have that for sale in our Shopify store. That's a really nice, well-balanced vitamin and mineral supplement that goes with the alfalfa cubes. And then behind that, I have a gallon of our Balancer 2 Wind River microbes. And so that's going to give our horses the digestive support, and that's going to give them the probiotics that they need to get through the weekend to keep eating and drinking and keep their gut balanced and healthy while we're making the trip. And then that's all I had to pack to take care of my horses, along with just a couple buckets of water right here. So I will go ahead and hang these up in their stalls when we get there. Get the horses all settled in and ready for a fun weekend. And then if you have any questions on how you feed the Hay-Rite cubes while you're traveling, this has been my best solution. So these are ready to go when we load the horses later today. And I've got our Hay-Rite cubes, so you'll notice just the color of these cubes. They're beautiful, beautiful cubes. Alfalfa, grown in Utah, safe for horses. Wonderful product. And then you'll also notice I actually squirted some of the Wild Gold oil on the cube, so that's what you're seeing right there. I got some oil on there, get them ready for the trip, keep their muscles and their body condition up, give them some energy when we start competing. And then I also have some of the Mega Mag pellets in there, so that's how I feed my Mega Mag pellets from MVP. I just also put those right on top of the cube. So I'm going to hang these up in the trailer, and in a little while, we'll be ready to load and hit the road. This is a good feeding tip while you're in the trailer. When we fed hay, of course, we hang hay bags, and so you want to hang those high enough that your horse can't put a foot in them. Now that we feed our Hay-Rite alfalfa cubes to the horses while we're hauling them, I actually hang them up with one of the 20-quart buckets, and I'll hang those up in each individual horse's stall in the trailer. And I just want you to kind of see the height that I hang it. So I hang it not too low because I don't want my horse to be able to paw and put a foot in the bucket. I also don't want to hang it too high to where they're eating at a more unnatural angle. I like them just to go ahead and be able to put their head in their bucket, go ahead and grab a couple bites to eat, and they can take their head out of the bucket and hang it. Horses need to be able to get their head down and blow their nose while they're going down the road. It's not healthy for horses to be tied too high, or I don't like them to be eating too high in the air with their head. So we actually make sure that these buckets are just right about their chest level so they can't paw and put a foot in, but they can comfortably reach their food. So you'll see how I've got this bucket ready to go with cubes, and so we are ready to load horses. Day in Oklahoma, been loading the trailer, getting it ready to go for the weekend. And I just want to give you one other kind of piece of advice. One of the reasons that we feed horses in the trailer while we're traveling, it's very important and critical for their health. So as the horses are traveling, that's stressful. We put them in a little compartment. It's a trailer. We close them in these dividers here. That can be really scary for a horse. It can make them really nervous. So things like that can actually cause ulcers in your horses. So if your horse is eating while it's going down the road, it's licking, it's chewing, getting saliva. So not only does it keep something going through their system, a horse's digestive system is like a conveyor belt, and they need feed in there constantly. That's why horses go out and they graze. So we're going to simulate that here in the trailer. So you'll notice I've got their feed over here behind me in the trailer, ready to go. So as we go down the road, our horses producing saliva, they're eating, they have something going through their digestive system, which actually keeps them calmer, it keeps them healthier, and it takes good care of their digestive system. So we always, whether we're traveling 30 minutes, 3 hours, we have feed in the trailer all the time for every horse. Keep them healthy, keep them happy, and keep their digestive system on track. We made it to the show. We had a good trip. I'm gonna go ahead and get this mare unloaded here, and you can see the whole trip. She actually had her feed right up here in the bucket, and she looks happy and healthy, and we made it to the show. So I'm gonna get her unloaded and get her settled in her stall and ready to compete tomorrow. But she looks really good and happy with her Hay-Rite cubes on the trip.